What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dex from the Watch and Follow crew, hanging out with Jonathan Davis and Austin North from Outer Banks. Getting ready to talk about season 4, part 2, dropping soon on Netflix. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Good, what's up, man? Good
How
to be
you
here.
doing?
Good. Starting off, JD, you're from Conroe.
Mm-hmm.
You now live in LA. There's a few things I gotta ask, just off the rip.
Yeah.
Number one, Whataburger In-N-Out.
Whatever. Easy.
He's still one of us.
This guy's this guy over here, man.
He put me on to Whataburger we came for his birthday about a year ago. And yeah, right off the plane, straight to Whataburger.
Straight to it.
It's good. It's really good. But I don't know, In-N-Out just it holds
There's
a
something
special
about
place
them
in my
packing
heart.
peanut fries. Styrofoam cold fried.
What do you? I mean, yeah. But burger versus burger, that's a
In-N-Out.
tough one. In-N-Out?
In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Is worse than Whataburger.
Oh.
And then, Whataburger, you can get chicken strips.
You can get the honey
You got
butter
one
chicken
more.
biscuit.
I mean,
Next
yeah.
time we're gonna get you a honey butter
That's why
chicken
it's not as
biscuit.
good. They're doing too much.
Breakfast tomorrow. I'm getting you
All
the
right,
honey
let's
butter.
get me dialed in.
I'll dial you in.
And then the Dodgers are in the World Series right now, obviously. But Dodgers or Astros?
Astros.
Dodgers.
We still got it. We still got it.
Trying to
What do
stir
you
the
want?
pot.
Yeah, he's a Guardians fan.
I'm trying to stir it
Cleveland Guardians.
up. Yeah.
Ohio.
We're getting into the show. Obviously, part 1 of season 4 is already out. Usually the show all comes out at once. Have you noticed any vibe shift kind of in the fan reaction to just getting half of the story this time? Or?
They hate it. Notice they hate that, but it's a good sign because they want the rest of it quick.
Yeah.
It's that's what you want. You want to build anticipation.
It ended on a cliffhanger for sure. Everyone, I'm sure, is blowing out all what's next? Oh my God.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
same for me. I'm like, I haven't seen the rest of the 5.
Send you the scripts.
Yeah, I haven't seen the rest. I'm excited to see it myself.
So, can you give us a little teaser, kind of what to expect for the second half of season 4 for Pope and the rest of the folks?
Yeah, I mean they're just kind of they're in a crazy situation that they got to find their way out of right now. Pope and Sarah are trapped in the catacombs, and they gotta try to get out of there. It's just I don't want to give away too much because I really want people to be surprised like we were.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I can't give too much away, but stakes are high, tensions are high. But...
Tensions are always high.
Yeah.
The OBX.
Yeah.
Do y'all find yourselves wanting to binge watch shows as well, or do you like to kind of pace yourself when you watch stuff just in your personal life?
I do it in groups of episodes. I watched House of the Dragon. I watched the entire first half of the season, and I took a long break and just watched other shows. It depends on the show. There are some shows I'll go right through, and there are some shows like that where I'm I'll watch a bit, I'll stop, and then I'll have to go back and wait, what happened? And I'll watch, and then I'll watch from there. I kind of like doing that, having multiple shows to go back to.
Yeah, I like pacing it out. I mean, my heart desires to just binge the whole thing, ruin my sleep schedule.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
your flesh wants that. You're just but is that really what's good for you and your sleep patterns? And no, it's not. 10 hours on the couch, I'm guilty of it. I do it all the time. So it's like having a parent be like, all right, calm down, give it a week. Next episode's coming out.
Yeah.
I think that's better for my soul personally.
You gotta know the flesh sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta do it right. Now that JD getting into kind of your journey to this point, obviously, like I said, you're from Houston, moved out to LA to kind of chase the dream and all of that. What's it been like, kind of getting to this point and achieving kind of what you set out to do?
Yeah, it's surreal, man. I think any goal you set for yourself, when you see the steps on that journey, coming into fruition, it's just a real euphoric feeling, and you go back and it's while you're in the middle of it, you're dang, this sucks. But when you go back and look at the steps you took, it all lines into a proper path into where you are. So, I think just with that in mind, with where I was and where I am now in mind, I'm all right, for my next sizable goal that I can see clearly, I just got to know that each movement is just a step on the way to whatever that next place is for me. So it's been amazing, and also just being able to give kids in my hometown a real example of like really just pursuing your dreams. Like it's like it doesn't matter. Like as long as you are willing to give that time and like are okay with the no's and the rejection, which is like a big part of our industry. Is like the rejection is crazy. If you can keep a solid head around yourself through all of that, like all the hard stuff, the consistency and the discipline should take over and move you into wherever you want to be.
Yeah. Was there like a moment for you when you were like, okay, like I'm doing it, like this is?
Yeah, last year. No, I think it's like every day. Like I'll go like, it's just like in waves. Like something will happen and I'll be like, yo, we're here. I made it. Doing it, hosting the MTV Awards, getting dapped up by Uncle Snoop, like that kind of stuff. Like you can't. Like it's just like you meeting your heroes, and your heroes are saying like they really enjoy your work. Like that's some of the only like positive reinforcement that I need. It's just like that kind of stuff, and it just makes me want to keep going harder.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that. Also for you, you've been in the game a little longer. Started out on the Disney Channel and all that kind of stuff. Now you're in one of the most popular shows on Netflix. Kind of, what's your journey been like? What's it been like for you, kind of making that transition into more serious, I guess, for lack of a better word?
Yeah. I mean, my dream, kind of growing up and getting into the industry, was to be on Disney Channel and do the Disney Wand and the Mickey Mouse ears. And I remember like writing that down on paper, and I kind of worked my butt off for 2 years in acting class and audition after audition, and then finally got a guest star, which led into a series regular at some point, and was like living my dream. And then, but yeah, breaking out of Disney Channel was a bit of a struggle. There was a dry spell, and I was discouraged for a little bit. And instead of just getting down on myself, I just got back to the craft, back to the basics. Just got an acting class, and I was like, when the time comes, the time comes. I'm not, going to be just sitting around waiting. But there was moments where I felt like throwing in the towel, and started to branch off and do some other things entrepreneurially. Wanted to start this business, and then Outer Banks hit out of nowhere. I got the call to be in Charleston the next day, and it's been a pretty crazy journey since. But I've kept my family close. They've kept me grounded, and my faith is very important to me, and it's just a lot of fun. I mean, this show is big, and it's special.
Yeah, it seems like y'all are having a blast. Like all the BTS stuff that y'all post, all that stuff. It looks like y'all are always having.
Yeah, we're all very close. It's I think that's something special too. Is we're all actually friends off set. It's fun.
Doesn't always get to be like that.
Yeah.
Sure. Did y'all, when y'all got the call for Outer Banks, did y'all know that like this was it? Like this was going to be like kind of the rocket ship that it's been, or?
No. I mean, I think more than anything, I was just excited to have a paycheck because I was working 2 jobs and struggling. So I think the biggest thing was for me was like getting into like, I was like, okay, like I had accomplished the dream of like booking a part on like a Netflix series. Like I had actual lines in it. Like I was going to be, I was going to be featured, like that kind of stuff. Like that was the main thing for me, so just like, I feel like I was really living my dream every day and just being grateful for that. And then when everything kind of started to blast off, like I was just like a whole new thing that I had never really anticipated like what it would be like. I think you kind of dream about it, but like then like when you actually get into the act of like, oh no, there's fans, there's followers, there's expectations, there's this, there's that, there's you, there's Pope, there's the character, there's yourself as a person. Like just having to balance all that has been like, it's been a learning experience, I've just been growing up through it. But luckily I have like Austin was a good person to have because he had already kind of done that race, and he had blasted off on Disney before any of us. So he kind of knew what it was like, and it was nice to kind of come to him for advice and just like ask questions like, yo, like this, that, like, what do you think about this? And he's been a great person to just like, to be really a mentor in a lot of ways, to just have around, and a good friend and somebody I consider my brother. So
same here, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah.
For sure, man.
Yeah, it's been something special, but that's something completely different for me than Disney Channel was. And I mean, like I said before, I got the call to be in Charleston the next day. We're filming, and I mean, I didn't even have a script yet. I had my audition sides for Topper. I had no idea where that storyline was going, or where the series was going. I think we're all kind of like, what's the ending of season 1?
Yeah.
We're kind of writing it as
Yeah,
we're
there was no
going.
ending when we were all there.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So you kind of learn to just adapt. I think that's the biggest thing they don't really teach in like acting class is just like
Yeah,
you can't really teach
well,
it.
it's
just
like well, you have your acting, and then there's like
Yeah.
the business. Like they're also running a business. Like making a
Yeah,
film
yeah.
go is like 50%, like 30% creative, 20% luck, and like the rest is business.
Yeah.
You know.
So you gotta learn to just
Yeah.
go with the flow and adapt. And
Yeah.
it's hard to explain until you're on set
Yeah.
just doing it.
Watch OBX.
Watch
OBX.